Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. I am very happy to be bringing you this video because this is actually going to be my Pan That Palette 2019 intro. And if you guys have been watching my channel, you would probably know that I recently posted a Pan That Palette 2019 finale. And I mentioned in that video that I finished off some palettes and then I wanted to intro my new Pan That Palette in a different video just so the video wasn't too long and I could kind of go into more detail. I personally really like doing Pan That Palette. It isn't for everyone. I like doing it because I feel like it motivates me a lot to go through my eyeshadows and kind of be a little bit more creative in looks. I can get in a rut sometimes when I am panning my eyeshadows because I do wear a lot of similar looks for work every day. I do wear some colors sometimes, but a lot of times I do wear very similar looks, especially if I am panning a palette. The one I'm going to be showing you, I think I do have some variety, which I think will be fun, and I will tell you my goals for this palette once I actually get into it. And I'm sure you guys are very interested in seeing what palette I decided to pan for my next Pan That palette, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen this coming, but I'm going to be panning my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette, and this is her second one with Morphe, but I would say probably her original one. She came out with a Vault collection late last year, and I don't have any of those, but I still have this original palette, and it was my favorite palette for a while. I think my BH Cosmetics Zodiac palette is taking over. This one's also getting a little bit older. It's only about 2 years old. It'll be 2 years in July, but anyway, let's get into the palette so you can see how much I actually have in this palette. Warning, this palette is well loved and it's pretty messy. I used to try to keep it clean, but I don't really care anymore, so let's get into it. I'll show you how much I have, and this is my starting point for Pan That Palette 2019 for my Morphe and Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. I have 6 eyeshadow pans that I've hit. I finished 2 shadows. This was Faint, which was a shimmery champagne color. I also finished Pooter. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know I absolutely despise that name. I think it's disgusting. And this is either Sissy or Little Lady. I always switch these two, but this one has not a ton left. I've hit pan on Queen right here, which is a beautiful bronzy gold. I think this is Silk Cream right here. I wish the palette had names underneath of it. I actually did not get the card when this shipped out to me. I think I actually got this during the first launch, so they were making some changes. And then I also hit pan on In Light right here, which is a highlight color for fairer skin tones. And then Diva right here, which is the only colorful shade I've hit pan on. And this is a beautiful foresty green shade. It's one of my favorites in the palette. And you can probably see throughout the palette that I do have some dips. I'm pretty close to hitting pan on this shade right here in Pool Party, which is a teal shade. I'm pretty close on these 2 neutral shades right here. So this one is Obsessed, and then this one is SBN, or Smoky But Natural. They're very close to hitting pan as well. And for this palette, I don't think I want to try to pan every single shade this year. Once I get to these 2 bottom rows, because they are like the darker and even more cool tone shades, I'll kind of just decide, I think probably towards the end of the year, what I want to do with this palette, but I do want to try to pan a lot of the palettes, see how much I can pan this year, but my goal for this year isn't to finish every single shade because that would be insane and super hard. I do love colorful looks, but I have been more into neutrals lately, which I think this can help me kind of get back into color a little bit, just because I think I've just been kind of bored lately of my makeup collection and I've been so busy and I've been trying not to buy too. So I'm hoping this palette can give you some more inspiration, and I'm hoping to get through the majority of it this year, but I know it will be tough. So for the next month, I do have some goals for this palette. I want to finish up Little Lady right here, and this is a peachy champagne color. And then I want to finish up Silk Cream, which there's not a ton left in this one as well. I've also used this as a bronzer many times before, and I want to actually try to hit pan on Pool Party, and this is a beautiful teal shade. And other than that, I want to expand the pans on the ones that I currently have. I think I can make a lot of progress on this year. I just have to stick to it. And I mentioned in my Pan That Palette finale, I like to use my Pan That Palette shades during the week, and then on the weekends I like to play a little bit. But I think this has so much variety in here. I feel like I can work this in on the weekends as well, but I'm not going to pressure myself to finish every single eyeshadow in this palette. So I believe that's all I have to say for my Pan That Palette 2019 intro, number 2, I guess. And I'm excited to pan this. I'm excited to see how much progress I can make in the next 9 months, I'd say. I'm only going to try to pan this till the end of 2019, and then I'm going to see what I want to do with this palette depending on how much is left in it. This will definitely be a challenge, and I'm up for the challenge. It's gonna be tough, but I think it'll be a lot of fun. If you're wanting to find someone else who also is panning their Morphe and Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm gonna link Journey and Beauty down below because she started panning it earlier this year, and I think you guys would really enjoy seeing her progress updates as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for always supporting my Pan That Palette updates and videos. I love doing this challenge, and it makes it even more fun to see all your comments on my videos, and you guys are just the best. Thank you again for watching. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. This is my beauty channel, but I also recently created an equestrian channel for horses and horse-related content. That channel is CNK Equestrian. I'll have it linked down below. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Talk to you later. Bye.